Hello, my YouTube family. Is it Friday? Am I dreaming? Is it really Friday? It's Friday, right? It is Friday. So this week is over. It's done. It's 6:14, which should tell you that Nancy did not do the overtime that she was supposed to do. She did as much as she could because Nancy's patience was quite tight today. Just every single person was getting on. I only have one last nerve left, and they were getting on it. Okay, so I did what I had to do, and then I left. It didn't take that long. I only had a few photocopies to make and a few things to stack away, and then that's it. But Queen of Darknesses, the newest bright idea that she's come up with, because I guess she was bored or whatever, is I should clean down my desk twice a day, every day. Bitch is crazy. Okay. Um, Surely she doesn't know what it's like to sit up at the front. No, actually, she sort of kind of does, because when they changed the time for the timesheets to be collected at 8:30 and people were coming in later and later and later, she got the brunt of it because she was standing at the front desk and she was getting the blow by blow. But she only stayed there until 10 o'clock. Bitch, I'm there from 8:15 to 5 o'clock on a Monday, like the Monday that you experienced for just a couple of hours. And you want me to wipe down my desk twice a day? When? With people coming in, phones ringing, you want a clean sweep twice a day? You'll be lucky if you get it once a week. So she was saying that while I don't want to use his real name. The I can't call him Cutie because he's not. And Cutie is for the other job. I don't know what to call him. I don't want to say custodian because he's really a little above a custodian. But at the same time, that is what he is. So, okay, for now, I'll call him custodian. She was telling me to do the whole, oh, Nancy, I think it should be best if you wipe down your desk twice a day, every day, because of germs and everything. And he was there and he was putting away stuff. And as soon as she walked away, he turned to me. He did one of these elbow things. He's like, do it when you can. I was like, yeah, damn well, I'm going to do it when I can. Twice a day, every single day? She obviously has no idea what it's like to sit up at the front desk. Doesn't have a clue. That little 2 hour or 2.5 hours that she started to do when they first started to change the time for the timesheets to be collected at 8:30, those a couple of weeks that she did, and then she just said, so and so will be sitting at the front desk with you and they'll be collected. I said, oh, she don't want to do it no more? She couldn't take it, huh? So during that madness and the phones ringing and people coming in late with their timesheets, you want me to wipe down my desk? Let us do lips of the day, people. It is Friday. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get upset. And Chinese food is waiting for me. Okay. So we are going to do lips of the day. I have done a lip look on this before. And we shall start off with the liner, which is Jordana lip liner in Plush Red, lined, because you know what color it is, right? Right? Yes, it is. And the lipstick is my good old Red Revival, Maybelline Color Sensational Red Revival, 645 Red Revival. And this is Red Revival. There you go. This is Red Revival. I would not call this a blue-based red. It's got more of I can't really say orange, but it's not blue-based. Or if they consider this a blue-based red, then it's very, very light on the blue undertone. But there you go. Red Revival, people. Okay. That is it. That is all. I've got my Blacklist at 8 o'clock. Anybody watch Blacklist on Friday nights? James Spader, honey, I love him. I've loved him ever since the 80s when he was a hot thing. We all grow old and we all grow fat. And for men, some of them grow bald. But he's still charming as ever. I still love him. But honey, he was hot as hell in the 80s. Some of y'all youngins may not even know who James Spader is. But if you watch the Blacklist, then you'll know. He's Reddington. That's James Spader. And if you saw him in the 80s, he had a head full of hair and he was sexy as all get out. At least to me. But he would always play a rich snob. He was so good at playing those rich snobs. And not likable characters either. But he was so good at them. Just like he's really, really good at Reddington. But, you know, this is Reddington of today. And I am fantasizing about James Spader of yesteryear. Okay. Hot, honey, hot. That's all I have to say about that. But he was rich. Well, he played rich. I mean, I'm sure he is rich. But he's not as rich as the characters that he played. He played those wealthy, upper crust, snobby, always had big houses, always throwing mad parties all over the place. He would always play those kind of characters. Yeah. So it was either him. I'm sure I don't know if they're really good friends because they were both hot in the 80s. Hot meaning career-wise as well as hot. Andrew McCarthy and James Spader. And between the two, I always veered toward James Spader. Not that there was anything wrong with Andrew McCarthy. If you watch the movie Pretty in Pink, then you'll know who Andrew McCarthy is. But James Spader, I don't know. I can't remember which movies he played in. I don't know if he was in Pretty in Pink. He might have been. I'm not sure. I don't think he was. But he was in the 80s. He was in a lot of movies in the 80s. Oh, my youth, people, my youth. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, had I had a crystal ball back then to read my future, I would have made a lot of different choices. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, so that's it. That's all. There's nothing else to discuss, people. It was a good day. You know, one of these. Nothing. Yeah, there was. It's getting to the point where my video is getting so boring because there's really nothing to talk about. There's nothing. There's no arguments or anything of that nature. There's no, action going on. There's just really nothing, which is fine for me. But as far as me telling you stories about work, I'm coming up rather short. So that's basically it in a nutshell, people. I've only got three days to work next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Y'all are going to see an extraordinarily happy Wednesday. Me on Wednesday? What? It's going to be like Friday. It's going to be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's going to be my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to treat it as Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What? I don't know if you understand. But when I take a day off from that place, there has never been a job, and I don't know if everybody can speak on this, But there has never been a job where when there's a day off, I miss working there. Like there are people who love their job so much that when there's a legal holiday and they really should not be there, they'll either go in anyway if the place allows them to, or they miss it so much that they can't enjoy the day off that they have because they're probably working at home so they can work some more the next day. I am not a workaholic. I have never been a workaholic. I take more on my mother's side. My father is the workaholic. But he's the workaholic in the sense that when he leaves his job, he comes home and he works, but he works on his own stuff. Like he won't rest unless he's extraordinarily beat. And lately he's been doing a lot more resting because the man is getting older, okay? But nevertheless, on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, you can find him tinkering downstairs in the basement in his man cave. And now it's getting a little too cold to tinker in his garage man cave. So now he's tinkering more downstairs. But every so often, if the weather is really fall-ish, but not too cold, he'll still go in his garage and tinker in there. So he's always moving around and always doing stuff. No, honey. Mom and I, like I said, I take over from my mom. When there's a day off, that is meant for rest. Honey, God took a day of rest on Sunday. So, work on the weekend? Hell to the no. When I have to actually do something, like tomorrow, I have to actually do something. I have to go to the bank again, get out some money so I could get my oil changed in the Jeep. But once that's done, I'm going straight ass home. Even that to me is like, I have to do that? Yes, you have to do that. Yes, you do have to do that, Nancy. So in a way, it's like almost work for me, but you know, it's not work at all. And I can take my time. I can, but I want to do it early enough so I can come back home early. And the thing is, I would go to, because normally when I go to the Jeep, Chrysler, whatever, for whatever reason, oil change or whatever, tune up or what have you, I go really early, like if I'm going to work, and I sit back there and wait until it opens and all of that. But I don't have the money with me, so I have to wait until 10 o'clock, because on Saturdays the bank opens at 10, rush to the bank, get my money, then rush back to the Jeep dealership, and hopefully, they'll allow me to get an oil change, because sometimes they just shut down after a certain amount of hours, and they're like, look, we can't take any more Jeeps or whatever, because they've done the max. So I can only pray that when I'm coming back, I can just slide in, and it's just a simple oil change. That's all I need, is just an oil change, and then I can just go home and max and relax with my baby Tomcat. Just right here, you see him? That's him right there. He's sleeping. My baby. And just enjoy the rest of the weekend. But at least I'll have done what I need to do, because I need the Jeep. And so when it's talking to you, you better listen, girl. So that's just that, with that, upon that. So there you go. So that's all I have to tell you. There's nothing else really to discuss. It is what it is. I hope everybody has a really good weekend. Maybe some of you have taken the whole next week off for Thanksgiving or whatever. If you haven't, well, at least for me, my days are coming up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And go back to work next Wednesday, honey. Wednesday is the last day of the week for me next week. And Wednesday will be the beginning of the week for me the following week. So I'm going to wallow as much as I can. Slow these days down as much as I can so they don't go so fast. Okay, people. Okay. Oh, question for all of you. Who here, excuse me, who here has started their Christmas shopping? No. No, I have not. I know some people like to start, super early, like Black Friday is coming up after Thanksgiving and all of that. Like I said, I don't do stores anymore. It is online or nothing. So has anybody done their online shopping yet? I've got 3 gifts for Pop to order before Christmas. I ordered one, and it's on the way. I have to order the other 2, and then have them gift wrapped and everything. But like I said, it's just Pop and I. And I have a gift for him too. He getting a little Christmas gift. So there you go. But anybody else started their Christmas shopping? Fill me in. All right. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you on Monday. Okay? I love you oh so very much. Mwah. Bye now.